we get into today's video, remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. As well as that, please subscribe, as it turns out only 14% of my viewers are actually subscribed to my channel, and I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Now let's get on with the video. If you have played Skyblock, you will know the existence of the Magma Cube boss and one of its famous drops, the Ember Rod. Now in this video I will be covering all the drops, tactics and places the Magma boss spawns. But the most crucial thing I should probably mention before we get into it is that the Magma boss unfortunately does not drop the Ember Rod anymore, as it is now unobtainable unless you buy it from another player. Anyway, let's get into the video. The Magma Cube boss spawns in the Blazing Fortress. You can find the spawn area by going through the castle in the Nether place in a straight line and going down the stairs. The boss is like the other Magma Cubes in this area, however the boss itself is extremely large, and the battle only lasts around a few seconds due to the amount of people who join the battle and the gear they have. If you are unfortunate enough not to get an item you wanted from the boss, you will have to wait another 2 real-life hours for it to spawn again. When you have 20 minutes before the boss spawns, a wave of blazes are spawned on the field, and just before 10 minutes are left before the Magma Cube boss, a wave of Magma Cubes spawn. And unlike the other mini-events where mobs spawn, and there was only 2 minutes left on the timer, a music disc can be heard from the area that the boss spawns in. The Magma Cube boss has a range of drops which can be obtained depending on how much damage you do to the boss. This feature is just like the Ender Dragon fight, where if you do the most damage, you get the best items. The drops consist of Ember Armor, Ember Fragments, Magma Cream, Enchanted Magma Cream, a Molten Cube, a Travel Scroll to the Magma Fields, which is where the boss spawns, and a Magma Cube pet. The Ember Fragments can be made into Ember Armor in the same pattern as any other armor set. The armor provides many buffs, such as walking on lava and turning it to obsidian, a lot like the Frostwalker enchant, and getting an increased percentage of mobs dropping items, and even immunity to lava and fire damage. Even though the Ember Armor is good for the boss fight and the area it spawns in, it is not the most wanted drop from the Magma Cube boss. The most wanted drop is the Magma Cube pet. The combat pet can only be obtained as a legendary and epic variation from the boss, whereas common, uncommon and rare variations are obtained by regular Magma Cubes on a rare drop. All the stats the pet provides are parallel to the rest of the variations. For example, if the legendary pet gives you +1 strength, the common gives you +1 strength. But the only thing that isn't parallel between the pets is the bonuses you get provided. For example, on the legendary one, the legendary pet, you get 3 bonuses: Slimy Minions, Salt Blade and Hot Ember, and depending on the level which your pet is, depends on how much of the bonus you get. Because for example, at level 1 the legendary pet has a bonus called Hot Ember. It gives you a 1% bonus. However, at level 100 it gives you a 100% bonus. Now let's go over what the bonuses actually are. Slimy Minion is a bonus that features on all of the pets and increases the speed that slime minions work at. But something to note is the percentage of the effect is different depending on the pet. So if it's a legendary pet, it's going to have a higher percentage than a common pet. Next is Salt Blade, and this is only on the rare, epic and legendary pets, and this bonus increases the damage done to slimes. Last but not least is Hot Ember, which only features on the legendary pet and increases the stats of the Ember Armor. Next, I will be telling you my personal preference on fighting the boss. Although the boss is relatively easy, as it's only finished in a couple of seconds, it still deals a lot of damage to you if you go for melee, which is why I would recommend you use a bow for the boss fight, and I would personally recommend a Hurricane Bow or Ruin's Bow. The Hurricane Bow is cheaper and easier to get, but the Ruin's Bow costs a lot more and requires a lot more materials, but it does do more damage, and when enchanted, you are practically guaranteed top 5 damage dealers every time. Runan's bow is crafted with 3 stacks of enchanted bones and 3 stacks of enchanted string, whereas the hurricane bow only requires a stack and a half of enchanted string and bones. The boss fight is only worth doing until you get ember armor, as you can just grind regular magma cubes, get the pet from that and upgrade it at Cat, who you can find at the pet shop, or the pet place shall we say. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.